today. From Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, it's Week 16 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles taking on Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Seattle Seahawks and the Philadelphia Eagles. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks. Still scoreless here in the first, but a third down situation forthcoming. Let's get into the action. From the gun on third down, Wilson. That's caught by Hollister. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
His passing has been on point.
Wilson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Jalen Thompson picks it. Philadelphia gets ready on offense behind Carson Wentz, the number 2 pick back in 2016 out of North Dakota State.
And I'll bet right now there's just one thought in his mind.
Win the game, yeah.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. He played pretty well. I mean, he didn't turn over the ball in terms of interceptions,
no,
right?
2 touchdowns. Still nothing here in quarter one, but an early test to check in on as we've got a third down situation looming. Now Wentz on third down. Forced out to his left. Wentz needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback picks up the first down.
First and 10.
Into the action, the situation. Back it down, and the defense needing to step up. To throw again on second down. Wentz, and nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
Incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
That is caught at the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
Working from the gun, Wentz. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A pretty big early test for the defense coming up. What can they dial up here to try and thwart this third down situation? third down. Wilson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big one there on third down. They hit for 30 yards.
The Seahawks first down.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Eagles 7, Seahawks nothing.
On first down, Carson. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. A line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Chris Carson, touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line.
So here's the situation upcoming. Second quarter, third down, and this defense just trying to force the field goal attempt. Open man is Jacoby Myers. He's got it. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Now a run with Singletary. And he'll get this down only to the 18. It was Jaron Reed who got him down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
On second down, here's a run with Singletary. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
Ball carrier. He's brought down at the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
The Eagles on third down. Can't be any better than a perfect 6 for 6. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Wentz. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Sheldon Rankins in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
Now for the field goal try, here's Eddie Pinheiro. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead.
Makes the score Eagles 10.
Russell Wilson and company in the red zone as we're jumping to see what the Seahawks can do here. On third down, it's Carson, and he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first.
Ball carrier.
A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders.
And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter.
Just inside of a minute here remaining in the first half, so the clock is becoming a factor. The offense has the football on their own side of the field. Now Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett, and this will be caught at the 30. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game, and they hit that one there for big yardage.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. From the gun, it's Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Will Disley, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks add on to their lead.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Russell Wilson and company in the red zone as we'll jump in to see what the Seahawks can do here. On 1st down, Wilson. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And they'll get this down to the 10. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
At the 10-yard line.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Now Wilson on 1st down. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. From the shotgun, Wilson. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Wilson's pass.
Will Disley, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
As far as tight ends go, if you get 3 or 4 touchdowns in a season, that's usually counted as a pretty good year.
And CD, he just hit double digits. That's 10 touchdowns for him now.
Yeah, that's
So the situation, it's third down in the third quarter, and this defense just trying to get the ball back to their offense to get back in this contest. Wilson from the gun on third down. Short throw to Disley. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. That, I believe, will... So the situation, it's third down in the third quarter, and this defense just trying to get the ball back to their offense to get back in this contest. Going for it all. And unable to connect. Incomplete. On comes the Seahawk kicker here on fourth down. It's Jason Myers. This from 44 yards out, left hash. And Myers able to knock it through, and that will extend their lead even further.
31, Eagles 10.
No hesitation in this situation. Down a couple scores late in the game. This offense is staying out there on fourth. Wentz to throw for it on fourth. He'll fire it deep for and at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. The key coming up here, preserve the lead for this defense. Fourth quarter, close game. Third down, here we go. From the gun on third down, Wentz. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 3 yards home. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
Tight game here, but this offense does have the lead. Decent amount of time on the clock, and the defense has all 3 timeouts. So can the offense manage things and milk this clock away? It's time to find out.
Wilson
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. So 1st and goal. 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got it 2nd and goal now as they look for that final dagger. On 2nd down, it's Carson. And he's going to be shoved back short of the goal line. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them... No hesitation in this situation. Down a couple scores late in the game. This offense is staying out there on fourth. Now on fourth down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. They've gone to the fourth quarter now in Dallas. Chris Carson trotting back. So the victory here for Seattle. And this not always an easy proposition, Charles. You had a West Coast team that traveled east, but they got the job done.
And there's so much that goes into it because your body time and your body clock different from what you're used to west, because if you go east, you're going to lose up to 3 hours. Right? So is your body going to be awake when it's time to play? A lot of teams actually rehearse it. They practice it. Maybe the week of the game, they move everything up to that time frame so guys get used to doing it that way. I remember when I played at Tennessee, when we had to go from east to west, our trainer Tim Karen said, leave your watches on East Coast time. Every piece of information we got was East Coast Standard Time. Try to psychologically tell us what to do, as well as prepare our bodies the same way.
So for the Seahawks, they continue to rack up the victories as this one moves them to 13-2 on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, it's another loss as they now fall to 4-11. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington.